It's the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Show, and on the piano is my friend Deontay Wilder is with us tonight. For the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Show, Deontay Wilder is on the piano, and he is grateful to be here with you tonight. It's on and down. It's the Boxing Talk with Rafi on the Raphael Radio Combat Show. Oh, oh. Yes. Damn. Almost threw myself. Almost threw myself there. That was almost a little bit too complex. That was almost a little bit too complex for the Rafi. Damn. Giving you 2 intros for the price of 1. What we had, where is he? Where did he go? Hold on. Where did he go? We still need his services on the piano. What's going on? Is he there? Yeah, there he is. There is my humble pianist for the night. Deontay Wilder. Frampton apparently has a wrist injury. Damn, we had a name for that at school back in the day when Raphael was a schoolboy. And Deontay Wilder used to play that moonshine piano for us. Yeah, some Laurel and Hardy shiznicks. I told you, Wilder is boxing's Liberace. OMG. No. More calling Orson. Come in, Orson. Okay, a little bit later than advertised. But you know, break out the violin. I wish I'd never stopped. I'd probably be a damn top violinist in the world by now. Oh well, I chose a different path. I followed a different calling. Okay, for those people confused, don't worry. It will all make sense in the end. You are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. What number are we on? Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Have we done the sound check? Let's do the sound check. You are in tune to Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so all systems are up. All systems are a go-go, and we are fully optimized. Okay, for anyone who's not been here before, this is Boxing Talk with Rafi 231, where the good people come and gather from far and wide, all across the globe. And we talk boxing and whatever the hell else I want to talk about. That's how it goes down. But let me give you the menu. Let's have a look at the menu tonight. Okay, so we have. Oh, we're not going to start there. We have Frampton. I have been able to hit the heavy bags for a while. We touch on Philippe Hergovic. What does he say? His promoter says Hope Martin Bacoli accepts the offer to fight. And we touch on the Terrence. Well, as a matter of fact, that's enough to be going on with. I'm not going to give you the whole damn menu. You know, the Rafi likes to keep something up his sleeve. Always coming with the surprises. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on now. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Let's just hear a little bit more. Let's just hear a little bit more of that moonshine piano. I now feel 'cause Rafi's here. bringing you the news. And that's how it goes down on the Raphael Combat Show. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause. Round of applause for my pianist. Warm round of applause for my pianist, please. Okay. So let's get into this shiznix now. Let's get into this shizzle. Sausage fingers. Okay, so if you could excuse yourself for a moment, my pianist. Excuse me while my pianist excuses himself. Okay, and what are we going into first? Let's get into it without any form of delay. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Where are my manners? Where are my manners? Boom, boom, boom. Link is in the chat. Okay. So where are we? Rat-tat-tat-tat. Let's do this. Let's alter the screen. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, and you'll have to excuse me for turning up a little bit later than advertised. We had some trouble with the kitchen staff. You know, the souffle was not as fluffy as it should have been. And you know, the Raphael is insistent. You had to get the right fluffiness and consistency. Okay, so but everything worked. Everything worked out well. OMG. Are you ready for the pigeon? Are we ready for the pigeon? Can we take it? Okay, pigeon, the first swear word that comes out of your mouth and you are out of here. Very simple. Okay. Okay, so before we start off, let us say hello to the pigeon. Pigeon Stew, how you doing? Pigeon Stew, what's crack-a-lacking? We thought you were in jail. What's going on? We thought you were doing a 6-year stretch. What's going on?
I'm doing a 6-year stretch in King's Eve, bro.
Oh, wow. Okay. The pigeon is here. What's going on? Talk to me.
I'm going to be nice, bro. I'm not going to be nasty, bro. Look, man. Look at me, bro.
Yeah, you got 2 hats on and some earmuffs. You got 2 hats and some earmuffs. You look like a lumberjack. What's going on?
I'm all right. I just celebrate. Do you want me to be honest or to troll? Like,
whatever you want to do.
It was my mum's 80th birthday today.
Congratulations. Happy returns of the day to Mrs. Pigeon Senior.
Thank you, bro. In Erdington.
That's wicked, man. I pass through those areas from time to time. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm great. I'm just looking forward to the boxing at the weekend, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Rafi's going to try and make time, but I've got a busy weekend schedule ahead of me. We'll see how it plays out. Is there a pub? Is there a pub on Erdington Road on the hill? What's it called? What's that pub called? What's it called? The hill?
It used to be the Cross Keys. But they're all closed now. They're all closed now on Birmingham Road. So
is it the Bad Boys? The Bad Boys got it closed down. Did the Bad Boys get it closed down? Because I know there's some bad boy activity. Around there.
You think I got it closed there?
I'm wondering if the pigeon got it closed down.
How old do you reckon I am? Bro?
I don't know, man. You're like one of them ageless cats. Happy birthday to Mommy Pigeon. I hope you bought her a present and you didn't renege on any bets you had with her.
Nah, listen, she was a bit pissed off with me. I went into the centre of Birmingham today. I tried to get her. I got her a card and I got my mum a present. Yeah, everywhere's closed, bro. You can't get these old people nice presents. So I was a bit embarrassed. I got her a nice. You know what it's like. This is a proper conversation now. Yeah. This is not boxing related. I actually, but I was embarrassed because there's nowhere that like you can buy big. I wanted to get her a big present.
Yeah, I hear you. Have you tried? You could have gone. You could have tried Tesco's. They got lots of different departments. One of those big Tesco's. One of those big Tesco's. They got lots of departments. They got clothes. They got camping.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I know the Tesco lady wouldn't know. I know
yeah.
all about that. I know where you're coming from, but
Mm.
it's just unfair for the old people. Like, you've never seen a pigeon actually be honest. I've always been an arsehole, haven't I? Really.
Oh dear. Well, you,
But
you, you, you had a bet with Philip. Anyway, we'll talk about this later. It wasn't
yeah,
Philip.
he's a great
It
guy,
was
bro.
James.
He's a
It was
great guy.
James. It
He's a
was
great
James.
guy.
It was James. But anyway, we'll talk about this later. The pastry chef has not been sacked, James. You know, I'm all for second chances. I'm all
No,
for
James
second.
is great.
I'm all
James
for
is
second
great.
chances.
No, James is right.
Yeah.
James
You need,
Jameson
you
is
need to pony up.
100%
You need
right.
to
Yeah,
pony up
like
and sort it
I
out. You need to
got that.
You need to
Yeah,
pony up and sort that out. But anyway, in the meantime, we can talk about that later. You can sort him out later in the show or whenever you're in a good position. Okay, but in the meantime, let's share my screen with you and let's get this thing crack-a-lacking. Okay, so
yes. Can I
are
say
we?
yes, yes, yes.
You gotta do it with conviction, my friend. You gotta do it with conviction. You gotta do it like you mean it.
I'm not to the level of you, bro.
Well, you know, it takes time. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time. Okay, so let's get into this, and we'll do a little quick roll call after this. But I've kept the people waiting for long enough. So let's get into this. Okay, so Frampton. Frampton says, I haven't been able to hit the heavy bags for a while.
Wow.
As Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio reported on Tuesday, next Saturday's WBO super featherweight title fight between Jamel Herring and Carl Frampton has been postponed to a later date due to Frampton suffering a hand injury.
What a joker, bro. What a joker.
Well, we'll chop it up in a second. We'll chop it up in a second after I read the article. I read the article, we'll have a discussion. That's no problem. Okay, so the fight was due to take place in London on Saturday, the 27th of February, with a new date for the fight set to be announced in due course. One of the dates being kicked around is March the 27th. There we see Frampton, the diminutive figure of Frampton. Okay. Herring and his trainer have their own takes on the matter, but Frampton insists that the hand injury is legitimate. Okay, in a statement, Frampton said it's just a bit of a twinge. It's just a bit of a twinge in my hand. Nothing too serious. But I've seen a specialist and his advice is to rest it. Rest it, give it some rest. It could be some kind of repetitive brain injury.
Well, he's been wanking too much.
Okay. Be mindful of your language, sir. Okay, nothing too serious. The advice was to rest it. So I asked about the possibility of a postponement to the fight, and it was agreed to. It gives me a better chance. Because I will be going into the fight with two good hands after taking the advice from a specialist. It's nothing major, though, and there is no fracture. Okay, so what's going on? I haven't been able to spar and all that stuff. I'd like to thank Frank Warren and Bob Arum for making this possible, plus Jamal as well for his understanding. It's something that just happens in boxing, and I am thankful we have been able to postpone it. Okay, Pigeon. What's your take on it?
I'm not buying that. I've known that Frampton's been gone for years, a long time, pre-Linares as well. He's been shot for a long time, bro. Let's have a conversation about this guy. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do I start? Should
Where do we
talk
begin?
about
Where do we begin? It's going to be disappointing for Jamal Herring. It's going to be very disappointing for him. Smash that like button, absolutely.
hit the like, hit the like.
Hit the like, follow the lights, follow the red lights, follow the beams. It's gonna be upsetting for Jamal Herring, of course. He's had problems of his own trying to fight Frampton, and now it turns out Frampton can't fight because he was supposed to. What was it? Shakur Stevenson.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, listen.
Over to you.
Yeah, let's listen to Jamal Herring. This guy's been coming up for a long time, 4 or 5 years. The amateurs, he's coming into the professional game. Jamal Herring is a beast, bro. I follow. I'm a bit of a Rafi, but I'm more Mexican American Rafi than he is. I follow a lot of the American boxing, you know, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
And listen. Frampton is what he is, bro. I don't rate him 100%. I don't rate him. I've never rated him. Let's have a look at his career. Can I pull his career up, Raphael? On
yeah, you can pull up his. I'll do it over this side so I can show it.
Okie doke.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Carl Frampton.
Let's have a look.
Let's pull that up. Boom.
Let's have a
butchers. Let's have a butchers. Where are we? Carl Frampton, aka the Jackal.
The Jackal of what?
Hey, what's the damn language? I told you before. Come on.
Sorry.
Screen. Stop sharing that. Start sharing this. Carl Frampton. Let's see if we can get that up there. Okay.
There we go. I won't swear anymore.
Okay. I know it's a habit you got. But there you go. That's life. Where is the? Oh, there it is. Let me just scroll on down a little bit. Matter of fact, let's upscale it a tad and centralize this shiznix. Let me see what you can do. Okay.
Let's go for the shiznix, bro.
Shiznix. Let's centralize this shiznix. Okay, pro boxing career.
You're the only guy that I know who says shiznix.
I'm the only guy. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. There you go. There we go. Okay. So there we have his fight with Josh Warrington. There it is on there.
Scroll up, Rafi. Scroll up to the top, Rafi. His last fight, bro.
Scroll up to his last fight. That is Darren Trainer. Darren Trainer,
bro. I remember that fight, and that guy was in London. Bethnal Green. I remember that fight.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Bro.
And then before that, it was Tyler McCleary, and that was in Las Vegas. That was a unanimous decision, 10 out of 10 rounds, unanimous decision.
Can I? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I personally think he's taking paychecks. I love the fact that he's with MTK. Frampton. I personally think it's great the fact he's not paying any money to. We've got a lot of hangers on in
management fees.
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. I don't hate Frampton for that. I just think there's no hate for Frampton in the fact of what he's doing. Listen. I've been on some very positive. I was on Reggie Conversations today.
We don't believe.
What was that, bro?
No, it was some weirdo who came in. He's gone now. Yeah. Okay, carry on.
I just think there's nothing that I can say which is going to elaborate on what you say. Like you're always 2 streets ahead, Rafi, of me and everyone. So. We'll see, bro. I'll discuss something when it comes up, bro. On the
okay, Cool and the gang. Okay, so he lost to Josh Warrington. Unanimous decision over 12 rounds. Where are we now? The Shiznix the shizniks of the boxing. Okay, so yeah, lost to Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington, who lost over the weekend to Lara, and we know that what's his name? Let me mute your mic for you. There you go. We know that Josh Warrington. Oh, sorry. We know that Herring had some issues with what's his name? Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson wanted to fight Herring, but Herring he gave Herring an extension, a period of time in which to get this fight on with Frampton. Now it's been postponed. I don't think Shakur Stevenson is going to be very happy for having to wait even longer. And I think this fight could just be off. It could be just be off, because it looks like I wouldn't be surprised if Shakur Stevenson presses for his fight again. What say you?
Yeah, is Shakur with PBC? He's with PBC, isn't he?
His trainer is K Corona or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Is he with Al Heyman? Is he with? Yeah, very likely.
Yeah. I think it's going to be one of those fights where Jamel Herring. I think Herring's he's with Bar Arab, isn't he? Let's have a look.
Herring, Bob, what's going on here?
Let me just type it in. Herring. Let's have a look.
Where are we now? Where are we now? Either way, anyway. So this is going to lead to problems. This is going to lead to problems for. I can anticipate problems with Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, I know the audio's fine. It's just some weirdo who wants to get some attention coming over here. No, it's just some weirdo coming over here wants the Raphael Dawkins attention.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, ease up. Last time, and you're out of here. Okay. All right. So yeah, carry on. Say what you're saying, Pigeon.
Yeah. I think Shakur's an excellent fighter, to be honest with you. I actually think he's an amazing fighter. I think a lot of these American guys are given a lot of disrespect, bro, in terms of what they can do. I think Shakur's boxing skills are unique. I watch a lot of it. A lot of other people don't. So let's have a look at Shakur's record.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring that up.
It's got a very let me just go here. One second. I'm only gonna go for a second.
Yeah, okay, cool and the gang. But anyway, one of the dates being kicked around. Is the 27th of February.
I'm sorry, Rafi.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, we need to look at his record. That this guy is a very young man, 22 years old. Look, he's the WBO featherweight champion. He's fought some good guys. Calabello, I watched that fight. I watched the Gonzalez. I didn't watch his last fight, but listen, Shakur is what he is, and a lot of people are being nasty about him, but he's an Olympic silver, gold in the youth championships. Let's start giving people some respect for what they actually box. They actually turn up. Shakur is not just this guy who's turned up out of the blue, bro. Turned up and is a champ. I want to say something on Anthony Joshua as well, which is not actually mentioned. Okay. I'm not a Joshua fan through any stretch of the imagination. But this needs to be said. This man. Did you watch the loss to Ruiz?
I did.
This is not. Fury wouldn't have fucking taken that loss like that. Fury would have fucking.
Okay, I got to say goodbye to. I gotta say goodbye to Pigeon. Pigeon can't control his swearing habit. Can't have that, my friend. Cannot have that. Okay, so as we continue on, where do we go next? Where do we go next? Okay, let me just finish off the article. Where is it? There it is. Let's share the proposal, what they're proposing, the proposed remedy. Okay, so when is it? When's the date? Where's the proposed date? When is the proposed new date? Okay, scrolling up, I think it said somewhere in March. Can I see it? Can I see it? Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. It was supposed to take place on the Saturday, the 27th of February. But the new date for the fight is set to be announced in due course. One of the dates being kicked around is March the 27th. That's 1 month later. And my question is, how is Shakur Stevenson going to receive this news? How is he going to receive this news? Because he did give Herring an extension. He did give him time, but I think that Shakur Stevenson is actually the mandatory for Herring. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Herring has to say. What is this? Boxing Lobsters says sorry. Okay. So it's Boxing Lobsters now. Okay. Maybe next time, Pigeon. Maybe next time. Okay. So what the hell is this? Boxing Lobsters going crazy over here. It's going crazy. Hold on. Uno momento. Where are we? Boxing Lobsters. Calm down, Boxing Lobsters. Okay, so that's the news. That is the news coming from Carl Frampton. Okay, let's go into the chat. Let's have a quick look into the chat, see what people are saying about this item. I got the Kenny in the building. Let me scroll down a little bit. Let me scroll down just a little bit. The Birdman of Alcatraz. Okay. Where are we? Let's see. Scrolling down. Smash that like button. Where are we? How old is Frampton? Frampton is 33 years of age. 33 years of age, yeah. It's coming up to the back nine of his career. You know, the smaller guys, they normally burn out faster than the heavier guys. I don't know. I guess it's like a hummingbird. They have shorter life expectancies. You don't believe me? Go check it out. Okay, what else we got here? No, Pigeon, it's okay, my friend. You've done your bit. You've done your bit for the day. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, so what we got here? Shakur is a very good talent. Big things, potentially very big things for him in the future. What's going on? Okay, no comments on that particular topic. I guess people aren't interested. In Frampton. Leighton Evelyn up in the building. Where are we? Let me scroll down. Boom. Yes. Much appreciation for the super chat from Leighton Evelyn. What's going on here? James Jameson says, free the pigeon. No, the pigeon is securely locked in a cage. Okay. So people aren't feeling Frampton. Let's get him the hell on up out of here. And where do we head next? Okay. Boom. I think people might be a little bit more enthused about this one. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Let's boom. Boom. Okay. So let's get into this. Let's get into this one. Okay. So Terence Crawford. We were chopping it up just the other day. And we're talking about Manny Pacquiao and his $40 million request. His $40 million request. He says he wants $40 million to fight Terence Crawford. And we chopped it up a little bit. But now Terence Crawford. Is it Terence Crawford? Yeah, Terence Crawford himself had something to say. We heard what Manny Pacquiao had to say. Now we get to hear what Terence Crawford has to say. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so top pound for pound fighter WBO welterweight Terence Bud Crawford, 37-0, was in Las Vegas this past weekend to work the corner of Troy Isley, who won his pro debut, etc., 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 etc. Okay, so there is Crawford with his diamond piece there around the neck. Yeah, looks quite impressive, Okay, so in November, a feud erupted between Crawford and his promoter, Top Rank's Bob Arum, who proclaimed that he wouldn't continue to lose money. I won't continue to lose money on promoting Crawford's fights. Crawford responded by saying that Arum should simply release him from his contract if that's the way he felt. It appears that cooler heads have prevailed, and Arum recently told FightType.com that he was working on securing either Manny Pacquiao or Sean Porter as Crawford's next opponent for a spring return to the ring. So Crawford said that he doesn't have a problem with either potential fight, but prefers a fight against the legendary Pacquiao. Okay, let's have a look at what he had to say. Okay, so Crawford said, I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Both of them are great fights. Yeah, I prefer the Manny Pacquiao fight over the Sean Porter fight. But Sean Porter is a great fighter in his own right, and I'm going to be ready for whichever fight comes to fruition. Okay, as for which fight he believes is more likely to happen, Crawford said he will be ready for either possibility. What is this here? He said I really can't say. All I can do is prepare myself to do the best of my ability and be ready for whoever is put in front of me. Okay, so Pacquiao and Porter have vastly different fighting styles, but Crawford is known for his superb in-the-ring adjustments and does not anticipate any problems. Both of them have their own strong points. Manny Pacquiao is fast and moving. He can punch, and he can punch. Sean Porter is aggressive, tough, durable, and goes in with the head. No, sorry, he didn't say that. I did. Okay, so Crawford was last in action in November when he stopped former champion Britain's own Kell Brook in 4 rounds for his 4th title defense. He has won all 5 of his fights in the welterweight division via KO. That's interesting. All 5 of his fights in the welterweight division via KO. Okay, so that's the word. Terence Crawford prefers Manny Pacquiao. I guess he prefers 5 million average paydays to go up to 10 million. Yeah, I could see how that would be the case. Okay, what's going on? PTPD, post-traumatic. Okay, so what's going on here? I have no idea why Manny Pacquiao is still fighting. I mean, the guy's what? Is in his 40s now? Manny Pacquiao's in his 40s now. It's kind of strange. He's got duties in, he's a senator in the Filipino, what do you call it? The Filipino Parliament, Houses of Parliament, whatever you call them over there, House of Congress, whatever it is. So he's got his hands full. Yeah, there was some talk that there was some financial discrepancy in his dealings with Bob Arum. But it looks like they kind of sorted out those discrepancies. It looks like that got sorted. So I don't know. Is it a financial thing? Is it a tax thing? Did the tax man come after him and hit him where it hurts really, really hard at some point? Seems entirely possible. I agree. Of course he would prefer Manny. But if Porter comes, fight Porter. Yeah, he says he's going to fight either one. Anyone that comes, he'll be ready for. He'll be ready to get crack-a-lacking with him. But naturally, you prefer the Hall of Famer, Manny Pacquiao. No doubt about it. Red Glove Militant says, I think Crawford beats both men. Yes. I share that view. I don't know why Manny Pacquiao don't just hang him up now. I mean, but he did beat Thurman. Having said that, that was a rusty Thurman. That was a Thurman who'd been out of the ring for over 2 years. So that was a very good tactical decision on Manny Pacquiao's part. But I don't think it fared too well against Thurman. That said, Manny Pacquiao has proved me wrong before. Okay, 43. I thought it was 33. I thought it was 44. I thought it was 44, but I thought, let me not say anything. I don't want to get it wrong. But yeah, 43. 43. Now, that is up there. That is up there for a smaller guy. And no way in hell they normally last that long. I know there's been a few exceptions. I don't know what time. I don't know how old Duran was when he retired. There's been a few exceptions, but in the main, those guys normally burnt out earlier than the heavier guys. Boxing Lobsters full with the jokes. Boxing Lobster, calm down, lad. Calm down. Where is he? Where is that fella? Where's Boxing Lobster? Going crazy up in here. Okay. I didn't want to do that. That's a bit too harsh. Let's no, I did it again. What the hell's going on? There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's get back, see what people are saying in the chat. My money would be on Leighton. Yes, I definitely have to super chat Leighton for that one. No question about it. I have to call. Okay. Where are we? Can't blame him for wanting Manny. Absolutely not. You can't blame that at all. Duran was different. Duran was very different. He was one of the exceptional ones. One of the exceptional ones in the sport. Both fights could happen, and hell, I would watch. Activate the mandatory, or are they negotiating the purse? Did Porter activate the mandatory, or are they going to just negotiate a purse? Has Porter negotiated the mandatory? I don't know. But I think Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is the champion in recess. So I think if he came back, what's that? Oh no! If he came back, he'd have to fight who? Ugas. If Ugas fights, what's his name? Errol Spence beforehand, then where does that leave the champion in recess, Manny Pacquiao? What the hell is that? That's a conundrum. That's an interesting conundrum. That is a very interesting conundrum. If Ugas, who has now been elevated to the level of champion since Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought for 18 months, something like that. Yeah, if that's the case, and if Ugas then goes on to fight Spence, and Spence wins, then theoretically, if Manny Pacquiao wanted to defend his champion in recess status, then presumably he would have to fight Errol Spence. But if he doesn't fight Errol Spence, then I guess he's just fighting. Then it would just be a championship fight on the one side, not a two-sided championship fight. It would only be Terence Crawford's WBO belt on the line. If Pacquiao failed to fight the current belt holder, whoever that would be, whether that would be Ugas or Errol Spence. Presumably Errol Spence would beat Ugas. So, yeah, it would be interesting. It would be interesting indeed. Okay, so let us move along. Let's stop sharing that. Let's come out to that. Boom, disappeared. That's the disappeared. And we're moving on fast today. We're moving on fast. The pigeon came in and kind of threw everything. Threw everything. It's quite funny though. I'll give him his due for that. We're not messing around today. We are steaming through. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. On to the next. Okay, so Hrgovic's promoter. Hold on. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yeah, everything's lined up and sized up. Okay. So Hrgovic's promoter hopes Martin Bakole, excuse me, accepts an offer to fight. Okay, so Filip Hrgovic's co-promoter, Nis Surland, is applying some pressure on Martin Bakole for a fight to get made. Okay, so Bakole's trainer, Billy Nelson, informed Sky Sports that they were interested in facing Hrgovic, but they weren't going to take the bout for short money. Okay, so it's certainly a fight that we are more than happy to take if the deal is right, Nelson said. Okay, so Sauerland, who guides Hrgovic's career with Eddie Hearn of Matchroom, revealed that an offer has been made to Bakole. Okay, so Eddie Hearn is one of the, who guides Hrgovic's career. Okay, he's working with Surland, and they've made Bakole an offer. There are several names. There are several names Hrgovic is willing to face, but Surland is not sure if any of them are going to accept a deal. We're looking for another step up for him. We need more of a test. We would love to fight Bakole, Zhilei Zhang, Sergei Kuzmin, Michael Hunter. Hopefully, one of these fights come to fruition. He told Raphael Dawkins earlier on today. Okay, so Bakole at this stage of his career would be a great test for Philippe. And a great spectacle for the fans. Fighting Bakole would be the acid test. It's a fight that could be made. It's a great fight. I know an offer has been made to Bakole. The question is, how serious are they about fighting Filip Hrgovic? Okay, I think I'll come in there. Because, I was watching Bakole. It would be a good fight for Hrgovic, but I'm not sure if it would be a good fight for Bakole. You see, Bakole, still relatively inexperienced, is pretty much a newcomer, but he has a very big flaw in his style. Bakole is a volume puncher. He does throw a lot of punches per fight. Yes, that's a good thing. However, my problem with Martin Bakole, living up there in Scotland's James Jameson territory, my problem with Bakole is that he's just too upright. He is simply too upright. He doesn't bend enough at the knee. He doesn't bend enough at the waist. There is not enough lateral movement at the waist. Simply too upright. And Hrgovic, that would be perfect for Hrgovic. You know, he hasn't even got you don't even have to jink, because Bakole is just there, upright. And yes, he returns fire. I think he's only lost once, and that was to Michael Hunter. So yeah, Bakole does have his strengths. He does have his pluses, but the big minus for me is that he's simply too upright. For me, for my taste, for my liking, you'd have to bend more at the knee. You'd have to do a little bit more jinking. You'd have to do more stutter stepping. None of that. None of that. Damn, send him down here. Send him to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Club. You know, get him moving properly. Get those feet moving. Get that front knee bent. Let's see some stutter stepping. Let's see some jinking. Let's see some feints. Let's get the feints going. Let's get the stutter step going. Let's get the bend in the knee. Let's bend at the waist. Let's do some drills. Let's do some drills. Yeah, dip and move, dip and move, dip and move. So right about now. No, it's simply too upright. It's simply too upright. So yeah, I don't know. Not a good fight for Bakoli right about now. A good fight for Philippe Hrgovic. Yes, that I would agree with. Uno momento, mommy, slow your tempo. Who else? Let me have a look at who else they had on the list. Let me have another look at who else they had on that list. There's the list. Let's see the list. Oh, yeah, here's the list. Okay, so what do you say? We are looking for another step up for him. We would love to fight Bakoli, Zil Zhang. Yeah, the French, the big Chinese guy. He's a good fight. Both long, rangy, both pack a bit of a punch. Yeah, Zil Zhang, a little bit upright, but that would be an interesting fight. Sergey Kuzmin, decent fight. I don't know how much of a step up it would be, but is Hrgovic that much better than Kuzmin? I don't know. It's ballpark area. That would be an interesting test. Yeah, I'd watch that. Interesting test. Michael Hunter, that would definitely be a step up. I think Michael Hunter, I think, is higher in the rankings. Michael Hunter, yeah, he doesn't have any problem with his feet. He does move a lot. He does move laterally. He does bend at the waist. The lingering question, is Michael Hunter undersized at the weight? Or is he okay? I mean, after all, he did fight. He did do rather well with Povetkin. Having said that, most people expected Michael Hunter to beat Povetkin, but he failed to do so. It was adjudged to be a draw. Me personally, I had Povetkin 1 round ahead. I marked the fight. I watched the fight. I think we covered the fight over here, and I had him I had Povetkin 1 round ahead, but it was close. It was very, very close. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, and in comes the man, our man from Wales, one of our men in Wales, and it's the Leighton Evelyn. How do you do? Leighton Evelyn's muted.
Oh, my bad.
How you doing, mate? How you doing?
I'm cool, bro. Respect for letting me on, Raph. You knows me. Love your show. #1 show on the net for me. Been there since day one, and I'll be there till day end. Do you know what I mean, bro?
Awesome. Real talk. Leighton Evelyn's been here from day one for real. Was over at TBV. That was my debut on the net. TBV, debut on the mic. Leighton Evelyn was over there, and we both migrated to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. I ain't seen you over there since, Leighton. What's going on?
Raph, I loved you from where you was there. You were the only one who would speak to that 14-year-old teenager next to him and would tell him the truth. You was the only one. That's why I fell in love with you, brother. And then when you told him how it was, I can't watch his show anymore, Raph. I swear to God, I cannot watch his show anymore. He is shocking. It's just, and he's got his disciples that just follows him no matter what he says. It's like there's no truth, no nothing. The people, I swear, the internet is like 0.01. Do Do you know what I mean?
Madness.
It is shocking.
Madness. I expected more people to migrate, but they didn't, Leighton. It was only the strong few. It was only the strong few that migrated, like you.
Yeah. Well, like, listen, I see Mike do his Mike Sports TV. I follows Mike and I, but like, even Mike's still wilder, deluded. Do you know what I mean? But with you, Raph, you was straight up the truth. That's what you've always been. Tell the truth, be truthful, straight up. Not no fanboyism, who I'm British or I'm whatever. I like my fighter. But there's certain policies in it, bro. It's ridiculous. I swear to God. I've listened to the boxing voice, right? I've had to turn off after 5 minutes. I can't cope. I can't cope anymore. I can't cope, mate. You know what I mean?
I can only do it for like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, if they got a nice headline, I'll go over there. I'll last about 5 minutes.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. You know what I mean? It's shocking, Raph. It's shocking how people are so deluded. They don't think for themselves. They follow what Ness says. Nesta Phipps. What the hell? Do you know what I mean?
But
You had a
check it
rap
out,
a couple of weeks ago about British people saying our water's stinking, our water's this, that's what we know.
Wow.
Listen, I went to Florida and I drank water. It tastes like swamp water, mate. So don't tell me I live in Wales. We got the Pennines, we got beautiful mountain water. Do you know what I mean? So don't tell me nothing. But I have to listen to him, and these people listen to him, don't they? Do you know what I mean, Matt?
Madness. I saw him go off on a UK guy, ripped him. I was tempted to call back in. And, show him, anyway. You know how I handled my old
Raph,
buddy.
impossible. Raph, you had respect, you had integrity, you had everything.
Yeah.
You've done your shit, and I take my hat off to you. The way you handled them boys, I loved you. That's why I was your fan from there. So I thought, you know what? This is the only guy who stands up to them, tells them how it is. Don't lick their ass and just tells them how it is. But no. Unless you lick their ass, you ain't on their show, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the truth.
100%, brother. 100%.
The truth. But check it out. Peeps this, Leighton. What do you think about this Filip Hrgovic versus Martin Bakole matchup? What do you think?
Right. Yeah.
Good matchup.
All right.
Bad matchup?
Oh, top matchup. I like Bakole, but I think Hrgovic is a different animal. I don't want to be thinking. I think Hrgovic is something special. I'm not going to lie to you. He's something special. I think he's going to worry all the top ones. And like you got to think, like he's going to be there. He's going to be world champion one day, mate. And without a doubt, he's going to be world champion one day. But Bakole, I like Bakole. I understand his fight, and I know what he's saying. He got Scottish trainers and all that. Yeah. But he ain't Hrgovic, mate. He ain't Hrgovic. It's a solid truth, mate. It is. It's the truth.
Yeah, he's no Hrgovic, and like I said, it's too soon. It's too soon for Bakole to go in there. Like I said before, I've given the outline, I've given the blueprint. I hope his trainer's listening, because those are the areas he needs to improve on. He ain't ready. He ain't ready for Hrgovic, the Olympian. He ain't ready for the Olympian Hrgovic. And before we switch, let me get into the comment section. And I've had enough of pigeon. Let me get into the comment section.
Raph, before we talk about it, I can't. Do you know what? I've took so much patience with him.
Be nice.
I'm being as nice as I can, right?
Yeah.
I took so much of pigeon. I never had with him because I know he's a troll. And then he's gone about 40 different profiles. He's come in. But mate, you can only take so much. The guy ain't like, he's not 20 years of age, Raph. He's like 40, 50 years of age. It's like, I think he got mental issues, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think that was nice. I think he was nice there. Well, I'll give the pigeon. We play with madness over here, and so I'll give the pigeon a few minutes, see if he can, just stay on the line, stay on the tracks. But too often the pigeon falls off the tracks. But I did give him a try. Okay.
Raph, he got a record of getting booted off the most streams that I know. Every stream, even the BDA let him on. Stu was talking to him all night, and Stu wasn't even arguing with him, mate, and he still got kicked off. Do you know what I mean? Trust me, mate. The guy is impossible. He's impossible.
Dang. Well, I tried with him. I'll give people chances. But what can I say? Didn't make it. Try again in about a month's time. I thought the pigeon was actually locked away. I thought the pigeon was in jail last time I talked to him. He told me that he had a case. He had a case, and then I never heard from him for 2 months. So I'd assumed that the pigeon was incarcerated. I thought he was a pigeon in the cage. But
the case he had with his social worker, his mental worker, mate. You know what I mean? Trust me, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, we wish Pigeon well in his journey to get right. We wish you well, Pigeon. But I think you owe James Jameson. I think you owe him a 20. So don't forget that. Don't obviously food comes first. Get your food in, get your electricity in, get your gas bill sorted, and all that. And don't forget to get your mom a nice present for her birthday. She's
James,
worth it.
Raph, I'll put out there. James, you ain't getting your money, mate. He ain't paying you nothing. He changes his profile like he's like James Bond, mate. He's changing like tomorrow like it's no one's business. You know what I mean?
James Bond. OMG. Okay, so where was I? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I think we're switching it up. We are switching it.
What I say, sorry, Raph, James is a stand-up guy. Fair play with James. James will pay his debts. James will pay his way. James on his stand-up guy, like. But Pigeon, mate, he's a different. Nah.
Well, well, Pigeon still got the chance to make it right. Pigeon still has the opportunity to clear his name and do the right thing. Pigeon can still do it. I'm a man. I like to give people chances. I'll give him a couple chances. I'm going to still give Pigeon the chance to clear his name and do the right thing. But in the meantime, what we got here, we got the bronze plumber. Bacoli should not accept that one. Absolutely not. He should not accept Hergovic. Hergovic is a beast, straight up and down. What's this here? The Iron Kong says Coppinger just reported that Frampton fight is going to be held in Dubai next. OMG. He was careful to mention that both guys are MTK fighters.
It's not OMG, it's M. Do you know what I mean?
MTK. Bacoli would get worked bad. Yeah. He's not ready. He's got to follow the plans. He's got to follow the blueprint that I just laid down. Wonder why Hunter didn't take the offer. If you believe Hearn. Wonder why Hunter didn't take the offer. I guess money. Was it money, or does he feel that Filip Hergovic is too much of a test right now? I don't know. I think Hergovic. I think Hunter does. I think it would be a good fight. It'd be a good fight. But yeah, I mean, Hunter might just be thinking, I just want to get closer. I just want to fight somebody who's higher than me in the rankings, and I think Hergovic is lower in the rankings. What is this? What else we got here?
Raph Hergovic is a future world champion. Let me tell you, he's a future world champion, 100%.
Very, very possible. Very, very possible. We've seen some sparring footage of him. We know he was at the Olympics. He's got the pedigree. Rafa Trainer of the Year. Damn it, I'll accept that. I will accept that. Get me on board. Get me on board with some of these cats. Rafi and Mickey Goldman, you catch the chicken. Oh yes, absolutely. What's this going on here? Where are we? I used to follow. What's going on here? I used to follow Mike, but that tried a fast one by saying that Mike was leaving for good, just to get Patreon subs. Yeah. He did that. I listened to that show. He did that. He did do that. That was a slick maneuver. Where are we here? Scottish water's the best. I don't know who's got the best water. Is it Scotland? Is it Wales?
Wales. Wales. We got the lovely water. We sell our water to the English. We sure they sell it back to us. You know what I mean?
I think if he sobers up, he will be more productive. Yeah, more productive all around. Where are we now? Let's have a look. I think Hergovic is limited, but he is a potential champ for sure. I would agree with that. He's got more work to do. I think. What fight was I watching where he was just right hand happy? Everything he threw is right hand. He's got a lot of wrinkles. He's got a lot of improvement to make, but he does have the raw materials to be.
But he's got
champion.
Raph. He's got a chin. His chin is like, mate. His chin is second to none, mate. He is a beast, bro. Trust me.
Sturdy chin. What's going on here? Okay, and so as we move, what are we doing here? Okay, I think this is the big one. This might be the big one. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Remember, folks, we're here for a good time, not for a long time. And I don't know, we just seem to fly through them today. Okay, so let's go over to Eddie Hearn. And let's see what he's got to say. Okay, so Hearn says Wilder's legal rift is Fury's problem. Should not affect the Joshua fight. Okay, very, very interesting topic. A lot of the channels overseas, LDBCs, are talking about this shiznicks. They're saying that their narrative is that Wilder has some kind of legal standing, legal position that he can force Tyson Fury into the fight, but I doubt it. But anyway, let's get into the article. So the article says there are ongoing legal issues between heavyweight Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. We know what happened in 2020. Wilder would then exercise an immediate rematch. Yeah, Wilder did exercise an immediate rematch, but the rematch was postponed several times due to the ongoing corona pandemic. Okay, nice jacket there. Okay, so eventually Fury made it clear that Wilder's rematch clause had expired. And Fury quickly shifted his focus to a high-stakes unification showdown with the IBF, with the unified champion. We know him as Anthony Joshua. Okay, but Wilder was unwilling to walk away without a fight. He initiated a legal action to enforce what he feels is a valid rematch clause with Fury. The legal dispute has yet to be resolved. Eddie Hearn, who promotes Joshua, has been assured by Team Fury that Wilder's legal action will not derail a 2021 unification. Okay, so Hearn goes on to say that's a problem and a question really for Top Rank and Bob Arum, Hearn told Raphael Dawkins earlier on today. Okay, so Hearn goes on to say, we've been assured by them that nothing is... Let me do it in Eddie Hearn's voice. I think I can do Eddie Hearn's voice. Let me do it in that. Yeah, we've been assured by them that nothing is going to be an issue in making this fight. I do believe that Deontay Wilder, he was supposed to be fighting in January. Now we're in the middle of February. So how much longer is he going to wait? He's been out of the ring for a year now, and he's slowly imploding in every single interview he gives. He should get back in the ring. What does he go on to say? Eddie Hearn goes on to say, that's a Fury problem, a Team Fury problem. We're confident that it won't impact our fight or the announcement. I keep saying 2 weeks until an announcement. I'm bored of saying it now. People are bored of probably hearing it, but we're finalizing the finest details of the contract and hope to make an announcement soon. Okay, so Fury's co-promoter Frank Warren is also holding a strong belief that Wilder will not prevent a showdown with Joshua. We don't believe it will affect the fight, Warren told Raphael Dawkins earlier on today. So the long and the short of it is that Eddie Hearn is saying that Wilder's legal rift is Fury's problem and it should not affect the Joshua fight. Leighton Evelyn, your thoughts and observations?
I'll tell you my thoughts and observations. I don't think it's got nothing to do with the contract, because I don't think that's got anything to do with it. But I got a feeling Fury's going to pull up. I really, really have. Because I've seen him on the beach. I've seen him with your videos, Raph. And I've seen how he's making up excuses on Twitter, saying inactivity. He said Fing was inactivity. Josh Wilder was inactive 16 months. He said, who's the other guy who's in activity for someone else? And then when it comes to the fight time, Fury's going to be in activity for 6 months, 16 months. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And listen,
Yeah.
and you know Fury's bipolar. Trust me, I got a feeling Fury's going to pull out. Or it could come to lastminute.com and Fury's just going to like, nah, not yet, mate. I'm not saying that. You just don't know with Fury. Do you know what I mean, Raph?
That is rough, man. That is rough. That is rough. Yeah, we was chopping it up. You're right. We was chopping it up just the other day. Was it even yesterday? I think it was. Yeah, it could have been yesterday. Damn. Seems longer than that. Yesterday, I think we even chopped it up on Monday. We chopped it up multiple times, but I think we even chopped it up yesterday and yesterday's impromptu daytime show. And I think that, I think it's an issue. I think it's an issue that, what's his name? That while the Fury will not have fought for 18 months, something like 18 months by the time he gets in the ring with Joshua. And I think, that can't be good. That cannot be good. It just can't be.
Raph, it's Fury's mentality. He's bipolar. He's diagnosed as bipolar. 100%. His missus said on the show, everything. He's diagnosed as bipolar. Listen, if he's not happy with something, he won't. He could pull out last week. This is why I believe. This is why I believe, right? Me personally, that it's not been signed. It's not saying been crossed. Because I think Joshua is saying, hang on, if we ain't got a WBC belt on it, if we ain't got Fury saying boom, 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 then we ain't going forward with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I believe. Right? That's what I believe. Like, I could be wrong, could be whatever, but I don't trust Fury. I just don't trust Fury. I know. I got a feeling it could be the last week to the fight, and he can say that now it's not happening. I'm in activity. Frank, I'm in activity. It's not happening. Do you know what I mean? No. What are you gonna do? Nah, he's gonna go back to Morecambe Bay and start jumping the river. Do you know what I mean, or whatever? What the hell? Do you know what I mean?
Is Fury gonna do that? Damn. I mean, Fury. You're right. Fury is a guy who is unpredictable. And I also agree with you when you say that he's the type of guy, if he's not going his way, if it's not going the way he wants it to go to, then he might weigh on his mind. This 18 months out of the ring going into the undisputed fight.
Raph, you only got to look at the signs. It's weighing on his mind. He's got a mental problem, mate. And it is weighing on his mind. It is. He's shouting off every other fighter, inactivity. Well, hang on, ain't you in activity for 16 months yourself? Do you know what I mean? Come on. Of course, he's giving the signs away. I got a feeling that he's going to pull out and he's going to cost people millions, mate. Do you know what I mean? So, God, that's Fury.
Dame. It would be. It's a concern. It's a concern. I mean, it's a concern. I just want to see a good fight. Bride. It's not impossible. Listen, it's not impossible that Fury could turn up 18 months out of the ring and put on one hell of a performance. It is not beyond the realms of possibility that could happen. However,
I understand what you're saying, right? But I say it's virtually impossible because he was out for like 3 years and that's all our weight, right? Come for that. Dennis Effetti or whatever, those two idiots, and then he come back, fought Wilder, one good, second fight after he was good, but in my hearts, I'd say he wasn't good because I think Wilder's crap. I think Wilder's crap, so it made him look good. But he's gonna face, and I don't care who you are, what fan you are, you've got to admit to yourself, his hardest fight he's ever gonna fight is Anthony Joshua. That is going to be his hardest fight. All his resume, all them all, it's going to be Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's in the gym. Anthony Joshua's ready, mate. And he knows that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, he's going to get to a point, he's going to get like a complex coming on and all his fears coming on. They think, I guarantee you, Raph, I've got a feeling he's going to pull out. I've got a feeling. And it's not he's not known for pulling out. Whether his ankle, he'll put up the same photo from 95 when his ankle was gone or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It'll be the same thing. And he's going to pull out, mate. I'm telling you, he's going to pull out. Because I can see these little hints. With Josh Waddington, so-and-so. This is what happens. And Josh Waddington was out of the ring for 16 months. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. And in comes a man like the Iron Kong. Iron Kong, how do you do today?
Yeah, I cool,
Respect,
Rafi. How you
Iron
doing,
Kong.
man? Yeah,
Respect,
What's
my
going
brother.
on, man? Layton, yeah, blessed.
Yeah, man. Nice to have you back up in here. Eddie Hearn says that there ain't no problem. There ain't no biggie. Bob Aram saying Wilder let the contract expire. We have no contract with him. Deontay Wilder's saying, oh yeah, man. I mean, we had a contract. The contract still stands. And even as a gentleman, I fed him. When he was poor, I put food on the plates of his kids. And so now as a gentleman, as a man of my word, I fought him. And I gave him a rematch. Now as a man of his word, he should do the same likewise too. But all that yakking and all that talking, they've gone to mediation. Mediation ain't done nothing. Then they started talking about arbitration. I don't know. What the hell is going on? Do you think he has any legal standing?
Not to me, but I'm no legal expert. So, it could be arbitration, mediation, menstruation. It don't matter to me. Deontay Wilder turned down undisputed and more money. I don't care nothing what Deontay Wilder do. He could play the piano or the church organ all he want. You understand me? Whatever Tyson Fury he have, that got nothing to do with Oliver Femi. Once Femi get his fight soon, because I don't want him to be out the ring waiting on Tyson Fury and his palaver with Deontay Wilder. We need to get Femi back in the ring soon. If he got to go in there and physically discipline Alexander Usyk, fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Raph, let me answer on that, right? Because the fans understand, right? He got no say on what's going to happen. All he got to say on is the WBC have said, yeah, this fight's going ahead. So all he's got is money on Fury. That's all he's got. If anything comes, Fury got to pay money. But he's got nothing on the belt, no hold on, nothing to stop any of this. All he's got is Fury's pockets. That's all he's got.
Yeah. And that's a damn shame that no, he's looking for just a little pocket change, a little money, just not a little thing and I'll go away. Isn't that a shame, bro? When we were saying, I remember before when he got flopped by Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This man, people were saying, why don't you just allow Tyson Fury and Joshua to fight for undisputed and you get the winner? No, but I said before, Deontay Wilder is in a rough position. He has to look like he wants to fight. If he don't look like he wants to fight, he loses face, to his minions, his gremlins, as you call them. You know what I'm saying? So he has to put on this whole pantomime show. Like, yeah, you ducking me, and I turn down Joshua for you, and blase. So he should have just. It's weird, Rafi. We said before he could have just asked for step aside money and kept his honor, right? But no, he's still here looking for step aside money. What's the difference?
Shameful. It is. He's got people over there misled over in the United States. He's got the LDBC gremlins misled. I don't know if they're fooling themselves or they genuinely believe this guy, but I think it's a bridge too far. I think Deontay Wilder, he pushed the boat out too far, and he couldn't get back to shore in terms of his credibility. And what am I talking about when I say credibility? Hold on. In terms of his credibility, he's pushed the boat out too far. I don't think he can make it back to shore. I do not find Deontay Wilder to be a credible witness. I'm going to reel off a list of excuses that Deontay Wilder has come out with to further my claim. Okay, so what did he say? One, his first excuse was that the suit was too heavy. That's one. He said it was 40 pounds. The maker said it was 22 pounds. Okay, one. Two, he said his water got spiked by Mark Breland. That was his second allegation. Well, it was his second, one of them, second allegation. And that has been disproved or proved to be incorrect by the testing procedure. Because if there were any adverse tests, we would have been notified. The commission would have been notified to know us that there were irregularities with the test. They have not done so, and Deontay Wilder has not come up with any proof to suggest his claim is correct. That's 2. So disproved again. Now 3. What's the third one? The referee was drunk. Deontay Wilder, nor has the commission provided us with any proof, any documentation to say that there was any validity to Deontay Wilder's claim that the referee was drunk. 3, the gloves, Glovegate. There has been no proof forwarded to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio or any other news outlet to support Deontay Wilder's claim that the the gloves or the hand wraps had been tampered with or were in irregular in any way. That's 4. 5. What's another one? 5. 5. That the dent in his head was caused by an egg weight. No, the dent, the apparent dent, the indentation in the swelling was caused by the end swell, also known as the iron, the piece of metal that you'll see cut men rub over a swelling on the face. So those are 5 excuses which I at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio find to be not credible. Not credible. So the question is, where is Deontay Wilder's credibility now? Does he have any credibility left? And I'm afraid to say it brings me no pleasure to say that I find Deontay Wilder not to be a credible witness. Leighton Evelyn.
Raph, he ain't credible for nothing. The only people who listen to his bull crap is the American. I don't understand them, right? Listen, right? I'm the same. I'm a black guy living in Britain. My family from Caribbean. I used to respect these black channels. I go over there and listen to them. I think these guys, they just don't talk sense, mate. They just don't talk sense. I found a couple, and I found like D. Jefferson, I found DT3, I found a couple of them who made sense. But they took away all my respect for them. And I swear to God, it makes me want to hate them. It makes me want to hate them. They think everyone in Britain is racist and everything. And listen, I grew up around white people around me. Yeah, you will find the odd racist. You will find. But we're not like America. We're not like America, mate. No. We've got good white people over here. Good white people who will sit here, give you whatever, lend you whatever, and they'll treat you like friends. Like, you know what I mean? But America thinks they're the center of the universe, mate. They're not. And where are all the belts? Where are all the heavyweight belts in Britain? And I listen to their chats, and they says, Britain of this, Britain of that, we're shit, we're this, we're that, we're nothing, we're nothing. Listen, you don't know our culture, you don't know our way. If you knew our way, we were an empire, and we are fighting people, mate. We are fighting people. We're not like we don't need to pull a gun out of people. We are fighting people. Hands to thing, fighting people.
Hand-to-hand combat. Yeah,
right. That's how we do things over here. That's how we do things. Do you know what I mean? Not pull a gun. I could go and grab a gun and shoot you because you're 6 foot taller than me or whatever. You're fighting people over here, and they don't understand our culture. They really don't understand our culture. Because you know, Raph, we got Wales, we got Ireland, we got Scotland, we got whatever. We can be different, whatever, but we'll fight, mate. We'll fight. We'll fight. You know what I mean? We're brought to fight.
Yes, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Don Zeeby, what's Don Zeeby saying? Let me see what Don Zeeby is saying. Hold on, let me scroll. Where is he? I just saw you. Oh, there you are. To be honest, you don't qualify though, Rafi. How do I not qualify? Yo, bro, I'm qualified. Trust me, I'm qualified. I got qualification. I'm to a fact, you know, Rafi's renovating the house and whatnot, and I'm just pulling out qualification after qualification, certification after certification. And you know what?
Raf, you don't have to explain to him, bro.
No. But I'm just letting him know. I'm just letting him know how it goes down over here at Dawkins Towers. And you know something? It's like I've got so many qualifications piled up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to frame them and put them on a damn wall because I paid good money for those college courses to get qualified in whatever I wanted to get qualified in. So when you're talking to me, my friend, you're talking to a highly qualified guy. But anyway, just to let you know. So anyway, you are biased. You always were a hater. Well, you know, I beg to differ on that, but let me hear what you're saying. But I agree. Wilder proved you right in a way.
Well, let him on, Raph. Let him on. We'll tell him apart.
Yeah, he's always welcome over here to say his piece. I'll drop the link in the chat again. You know, Don ZB's been on here many times, and you know, he always proves me right. That's why I'm not afraid to you know, put up some of these comments. Even Floyd was never as dumb as Deontay, the bronze bomber Wilder.
Bro, he's going to go down as the most dumbest heavyweight ever. His excuses are shocking. And all people are defending his excuses, it makes me mad. It's like, listen, I got respect for the guy. The guy can punch. But it's fans. It's his fans, mate. What have they done? They've killed his legacy off. They don't even realize that it's not more of what he's done. It's going to be more if his excuses are going to stay down forever.
The bronze, yeah, good point. The bronze plumber says costume maker said it was 22 pounds. I heard the same, that it was posted on Twitter, but I found no evidence. Where did you get that information? At the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio? Well, okay, yeah, I mean, that's hearsay. That information is hearsay, but that's the same level of qualification as Deontay Wilder has proved. He's saying it's 40 pounds. The costume makers are saying it's 22. And then you have to come to a decision. Who do you believe? Who do you find more credible? And I have to say, I find the costume makers more credible than the bronze bomber.
Or the guy who was proven lying with Alioli or whatever his name is from Yahoo Sports, saying I never said nothing about the thing uniform. Then it's come out with the audio what you showed. So he's a proven liar.
He's a proven liar. And I have to go with I'm going to go with the costume makers over a proven liar. And not only is a proven liar, he's just been found out. He's come out with too many lies at the same time, too many lies at one time. The dude has been found out.
Raph, I've been with you from day one.
Yeah.
Day one, you was on his ass. Day one, you was on his ass. I'm not going to lie to you. Day one on his ass. And it's coming. His own trainer has said exactly what you were saying, Raph. You know what I mean? His own trainer said it. You know what I mean?
His own damn trainer has come out and confirmed what Raphael Dawkins has been saying since he's been on the net, since he's had a mic in front of him talking about boxing. First of all, I was writing it, but then, you know, I got on the mic. And that's one thing I will give those cats over there credit for. I will give Nescafe credit for, because when he called me and he said, Rafi, we need you on the show, man. Every time you call in, you got us on the edge of our seats. Yeah, that's what he said. His words when he called me via Skype, him and Mike. So Mike can verify that. His words. Every time you call in, you have us on the edge of our seats. So from the time he gave me that call and said, come on, I want you on the show.
You talk gospel, brother. You talk gospel.
Yeah. The truth. And so, you know, from that call, then I had to get the equipment right. I found out that my old computer, it wasn't up to the job. So I bought a new computer. Then I needed a mic and I needed an interface. So I went on the web and I researched everything. I researched the best computer for the job. It's an Apple iMac. I researched the best mic for the job, and I got a list of the top 3 mics, and I got the second one, the one where the cost effectiveness met the quality on the graph. That's what I bought. So I bought this one, great mic, sound interface. I researched the best sound interface, and then I bought it. So I give Nescafe credit because it was because of him that kicked my ass into gear. I'd been thinking about starting a boxing channel for years, hadn't done it, and hard. But when he gave me that call, kicked my ass into gear, got all the equipment, went on there, then boom, bounced to my own thing. And so, yeah, I give him credit for that. I give him credit for that. He got the Rafi's ass to get his ass into gear.
Now, listen, right?
Yeah. Right, Nevlin. You've cracked. You're muted. You're muted. The Iron Kong. We're coming close to the end of the show.
Raph, sorry, bruv. Don't jump in. I wanted to say, you don't give me enough self-respect. Yeah. You don't. For what you've done on there, like you fucking stood up to that dickhead, right? And everyone, like most of the British supporters, they're like, you know what? This guy is the only guy who stands up to him. He gives him the British approach. He gives it how it is. And he hated you for it. He hated you for it.
Hate. There's a thin line between love and hate. Because later on he said, you know who I really liked on the show? You know what I really like back on the show? Raphael Dawkins. So there's a thin line between love and hate, my friend. I think the dude respects the Raphael. No question about it.
But you don't know how many British people were rooting for you every time you were on there. You just don't know. I swear to God, every time he was on there, we were all rooting. Go on, Raph. Tell him how it is, Raph. Because you was the only one who would tell him. You weren't the only one, bro. You were the only one who would tell him how it was. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
Yeah.
There can only be one. There can only be one. And with that, we've come to the end of another one. And it's been a good one. It's a tight one. Tight and polite. The Iron Kong. Your final words, my friend. The Iron Kong disappeared. Leighton Evelyn, the final words, my friend. This guy, I find Deontay. Where's Don Zeeby gone? Where is Don Zeeby gone? Oh, Kong. We got the Iron Kong back up in the building. That's a lie, Raph. You find hold on. Don Zeeby said that's a lie, Raph. You find pleasure in saying he isn't. What the hell is a lie? Why is it a lie
Raph,
when I say
Don Zeeby on? Get Don Zeeby on the line.
I've dropped the link. I've dropped the link for Don Zeeby. But what I'd like to know is, how is it a lie? How is it a lie? What did he say? That's a lie, Raph. You find every pleasure in saying he isn't. Listen, dude, I wish that Deontay Wilder was an honorable fellow. I wish he was. You know why I wish he was? Because if he was an honorable fellow, we would have had Joshua Wilder already. We'd have had that like 2 years ago. So for me, if Deontay Wilder was credible and honorable, he wouldn't have lied, pretending that he wanted to fight Joshua when you know the evidence is there in front of you. The man didn't want to fight Joshua. How does that give me pleasure? You think I wouldn't want to cover that fight right here on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio?
Don Zeeby, you absolute clown, right? He's been proven to lie to himself 3-4 times. You're a clown, mate, if you think you're going to stick by your king. You're a clown, mate. Listen to Mr. Rap. Listen.
You can't stick by your king, Don Zeeby. You can't stick by your king. And what I've said, everything that I said has come to fruition. You know, the list is too long. Go back in you don't even need to go back in the back catalog. You've been there. You've been there.
You called this out 2 years ago. You called it out 2 years ago.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. I said Deontay Wilder wanted no parts of Joshua. I actually bought a damn airplane ticket to go to LA to watch Fury Wilder versus Fury 1. I bought the ticket. I got proof that I bought the ticket. I had to sell it on in the end when I saw how crap the card was. And when I looked at the map and saw LA was nowhere, it ain't really near to Las Vegas, I said, they're taking men for punk, because now I'd have to start. I looked at the hotel, I'd have to stand and I'd be traveling by taxi and all this crapola. Whereas if they just put it in Las Vegas, boom, you got the hotel in Vegas, the fights in Vegas, everything's in Vegas. You know, you have like a week, you spend a week there, 3 days before, a couple of days after, and then boom, it's all cool in the game. But when I look where they were having it, where the Staples Center, when I checked the map and saw where the Staples Center was, I said, no, They're taking man for idiot. You know what I'm saying? There's no amenities around there. It's just like some kind of, it just wasn't fan friendly. So I sold the damn ticket. So if the Joshua versus Wilder fight had been made back then, Rafi would have been there not ringside. Rafi would have been there in the auditorium. You know, make sure I have my phone fully charged, probably do a live show from the damn auditorium. So I missed out. I missed out by the fact that your king turned out to be, I don't want to say a fraud, but, you know, Rafi would have been there.
So it's a truth, Raf. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's sucking all these Americans in. Fraud, mate. But I know you're a nice guy. You're a gentleman, so you won't say it.
Yeah. How do I benefit from that fight not happening? Is you crazy? Is you crazy? I missed out by not happening. But I told you it wasn't going to happen because I told you the Deontay Wilder was not. When the final words will come to the end of the show.
All of a sudden, Wilder wants to fight everyone. He wants to fight Ruiz, Joshua. Come on, bro. Come on.
All of a sudden, he wants to clear out the division. At 35, 36. Now he wants to clear out the division. How credible do you find that statement?
He's watching too many X-Men movies, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The Iron Kong. We've come to the end of another one. It's been a great one. Your final thoughts and observation, my friend.
Yeah. In terms of the Terence Crawford situation, I mean, I understand Terence Crawford. Of course, you want Manny Pacquiao. I agree with him. I think we talked about that the last show he was on.
Yeah.
But it would be a shame if Bob Arum gets neither one of these fights because Bob Arum doesn't seem to be too enthused about doing much these days. He always doesn't care about this. He don't care about that. So he has to deliver on one of these two fights or both. It could be a great 2-fight deal for Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford could end up having a hell of a 2021, right?
Yeah.
What did you talk about before that? Quickly, let me jump to it.
Iron Kong. Iron Kong. Bob Arum is he's falling. He's falling apart. Eddie Hearn is killing him. Absolutely killing him. And that's what it is. He's not prepared. Because give out Eddie Hearn the stern look as if you bid on Timofimo point thing. When he's offering Timofimo 1.2, he's only 1.2. What are you offering 1.2 for an undisputed champion? Are you stupid or what? Someone will give you 3-4 million, mate. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to tell Eddie Hearn, if you bid on that, I'll fuck the Joshua fight up. Fuck it. Fuck fucking Bob Arum. I'm telling you. Sorry, Ralph. Didn't mean to swear. But forget that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, like, bro. It's like Bob Arum, he don't want to pay Crawford, and he don't want to pay Teofimo. Who do you want to pay? Do you know what I mean, mate? What's the matter with you? If you don't want him, sell him on to someone else who will pay it. Then we'll get the fights we won. Well, Bob Arum has got him as like hostage, mate. And it's like, this is why you're stopping the fights that's happening that we need to happen.
Let's have some parliamentary procedure here. Order. Well, hey, yo, man. Let's not go too far back. That was pretty much all I wanted to say, man. I enjoy listening to the show. Thank you again, Rafi. Shout out to the Bayesian Welshman Leighton. Y'all take care, man. It is 26 degrees Celsius here and 79 degrees Fahrenheit. That is not my problem. If y'all in places, I've seen pictures of people's houses collapsing in Texas because of how cold it is.
Wow.
I mean, listen, man. That's not my problem. I live in the Caribbean where it's hot. That's not my problem. Y'all have a nice night. Peace.
I'm gonna make it back. Don't worry. I'm gonna make it back. Don't worry, Kong. Take care, bro. Much appreciation. And that was the Iron Kong. I'll look for respect. Absolutely, every time. I'll look for. Okay, so the bronze plumber makes a good point. He says someone must have a screenshot or vid of the makers saying that the suit only weighed 22 pounds. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. It's a nice challenge. I'll look for it and make a video. Ding, ding, ding. I'll look for it and make a video. Okay, and with that, ladies and Evelyn, we've come to the end of another great show. Your final word, thoughts, and observation.
Respect, Raph. You know me, I get passionate about what I'm trying to
end my
absolutely. Shit. But I'm sorry, bro.
No
Whatever.
problem at all.
I loves you, Raphael. I'll always be with you, Raphael. I'll be here, whether it's on a playback or here. I'm here with you, brother. You know what I mean?
Always. Much respect goes out to the late and Evelyn. Been here from day one. And then there was one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Fine show, says James Jameson. Kong is the #1 channel in St. Kitts. Respect to the Kong. Great show as always. Rafi, Iron Kong, and Welshie, aka Leighton Evelyn. Respect TKO up in the building. The Iron Kong, the Leighton Evelyn, the Tone, the James Jameson, the Philip Carl Roberts, the Red Glove Militant, the Bronze Plumber, and how many more? Many more. Of course, the Don ZB. You're gonna have to jump on. You're gonna have to jump on one of these days, real soon. The Don ZB. You've been away too long. And much respect to everybody in the chat. TKO missed the notification, but is going to watch back on the playback. And thinking about relocating to Barbados. Absolutely. Get the sunshine on your back. What else? What else is there? Let's have the Bronze Bomber play us out. It's been another great one. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it is the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with the news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And just don't forget the Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. Let's drop the music and let Deontay Wilder play us out. As the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Show. You're welcome. It's the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Show on your interwebs and on YouTube and other platforms. It will spread like wild Mexican weed in the grass. Welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Show just for you.